What's good, y'all? I'm so excited, y'all. So it's official. The Clean Biz Network lead generation service is back. All right, the lead generation service, I repeat, is back. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of overview exactly about what it is, how it works, and all of that. So first off, it's only for commercial cleaning leads. Okay, and when we say leads, please know that I'm saying leads synonymous with appointments, bid walkthrough appointments. Okay, so these are appointments where you're going to actually meet with the actual decision maker at a business, and you go in there and try to close the deal. So we don't guarantee you the contract. It's up to you to win the contract, but we do guarantee you an actual meeting with an actual decision maker at an actual business to present them and try to close that deal. All right. So, and if you don't know how to do a walkthrough, I got a video on my channel to show you how to do walkthroughs as well. All right. But it's back. So for those who've been following me for a while, y'all know I've been having a lead generation service here at Clean Biz Network. By the way, I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network and current CEO. But I've been having a lead generation service here in my company, about last 7 years. Back in November, a few months ago, I decided to shut it down just because it wasn't going as well as I wanted it to, and it also wasn't as profitable as I wanted it to be. So I shut it down for a few months. Every single day, pretty much, at least once a day, somebody hits me up. I need leads. I need leads. I need leads. Why you shut the lead generation service down? Can you bring it back? You know, all nonstop. So I've just been like tweaking it, thinking about it. I really won't go bring it back. I was just like, I'll just sell you the course on how to generate your own leads. But most people don't want that. They like, listen, I know what you're doing. I just want you to do it for me. I don't want to hire no VAs. I don't want to do the cold calling myself, because that's mainly how we generate our leads. Right now in my course, I teach you another way too. But anyway, this ain't about the course. This is about the service. So anyway, so I put it together, and what I did was I just did an overhaul of everything. I got rid of, the people that were running it at first. I literally hired the cold calls myself, screened them, trained them myself, and I've been testing them out on my 1010 clients. They've been finding appointments for them. It's starting to pick up now, and we got them trained, ready to go. We also been onboarding the army and new callers ready to go for y'all. So it is officially here. You can get leads at www.cleanbizleads.com. Okay, so go to cleanbizleads.com, and that's where you can buy your leads from. So you don't have to ask that anymore. Where do I get them? How do I get them? All right. Now, the cost is way more than what it used to be. Why? Because I told you before I had to shut it down because it wasn't that profitable for me. Also because I wanted better quality callers. And quite frankly, I wasn't paying enough. So in order to pay my people more, I got to charge more. So each appointment is $200 per walkthrough. Okay? Now, for those of you saying, oh, that's too much for a walkthrough, I tell you what, you take your time out your day and you call 100 businesses today. 100 businesses a day, and then let me know how long it takes you to get a walkthrough set for you. So basically, we skipping that time for you that it'll take for you to actually cold call or go door to door to all these different businesses. So that's what you're buying, is convenience and time. Also, try using any other lead mechanism to get you straight with a decision maker. Okay, if you buy Google Ads, they might fill out a form and you're paying per se. You call those are leads, right? My shit is actually not, my bad, I won't pull the cuss on this one, but my stuff ain't actual leads. They're not just leads. They're actual appointments, okay? They're walkthrough appointments, okay, with the actual decision maker. So we're skipping you through all those steps. So even though you can run Google Ads or Meta Ads, and then you might get somebody to fill out your form and you get leads that way, but that's not the type of leads I'm talking about. I'm talking about actual, like, warm leads with actual decision makers. You get meetings, okay? So it's completely different. I know I'm saying leads and I shouldn't say it, but it's just a hot word, so we continue to use it. And it's funny to say lead generation service versus appointment setting service, right? So that's the reason why we still say it, even though it's not really what it is. It's actually better than that, okay? So make sure you check it out if you want to get it. Again, it's cleanbizleads.com, okay? Now, you might got some questions. Okay, AJ, well, what makes it better than the last time? I got a few things that make it better than the last time. I did write some notes here just in case I forget something. So, number one, like I told you before, I'm paying my people better. So people who get paid better do a better job. So that's number one. Also, they train better. Okay, I personally train them myself. I've been putting together a robust plan. We actually got standard operating procedures, which I didn't have in the past. It was just kind of freestyle. I kind of put, bill in place and told her, hey, do whatever you do, show them what to do, etc. And that wasn't the way, okay? And not to throw Belle under the bus, she'll be mentioned a couple of times in this video, just because if you followed us long enough, you know all about it, right? So, and I don't want to throw her under the bus. She's still with the company, but she's not in this department anymore. She's no longer with the lead generation service department at all. So by the way, so with that said, a lot of people have been asking me, well, what's the difference between your new lead service? And I say a lot of people because I always tell Clean Biz Network members about what I'm doing first before I come out here on YouTube and tell y'all. So they already knew. So when they already knew that I was about to go ahead and drop it, somebody asked, well, what's the difference between this new lead service that's returning and Bill's? One is a completely different company. I had absolutely nothing to do with Bill's. I showed her how to set it up. I showed her how to create a form and do all of that stuff, but I had absolutely nothing to do with it. One. Two, she has nothing to do, she's not involved with this particular service this time around. She's not in the department at all, okay? So that'll tell you right there that that's the difference, okay? This is me. I'm wearing it on me, okay? All right, so another thing we're doing is we giving our callers more strict guidelines on what we require. So we're making sure that before they even start the conversation, they got to make sure that they're talking to the person in charge that actually makes the decisions, okay? If this ain't the decision maker, we don't want to waste our time talking to that person very long, okay? So they're very clear on those instructions. Also, in the past, sometimes we had our callers using their own dialer system. Everybody's using our CRM in-house to make sure that the quality of the phone call, we can hear it better, right? Because in the past, they were using their own dialers and sometimes you couldn't hear it. And so with that happening, sometimes the people that you were going to meet, they didn't understand what the appointment was even for. I'm making so that it's very clear, and so that our calls are making it very clear what exactly they're going to meet and what this appointment is for. So we fixed that issue. Also, we're still recording calls, so you'll be able to hear the entire recorded call yourself. You can hear it for yourself, so you can know, it's legit. You ain't got to worry about anything, okay? What else did we do? We also, let's see, we're screening the appointments better. So before we even send them to you, we put it through a screener. We don't call and confirm the appointment before we send it to you. That's up to you if you want to do it or not. But the appointment is confirmed from their initial caller, okay? And like I said, you can hear it. But during that screening process, we Google the buildings a lot of times to make sure that they're at least, of a respectable size. I'm not promising you they're going to be a particular square footage, but what I am saying is you shouldn't be getting anything, that's like 400 square feet at some coffee shop or at some auto mechanic shop that ain't got, but they don't even have an office. It's just the front desk and that's it, and then they got a body shop. No, none of that type of stuff, okay? We do it. That has happened in the past. We're not doing any of that type of stuff, okay? We're doing our best to aim for mostly offices, unless you say on your application that you want something different, like apartment move-outs, or if you want strip and wax one-time job. If you say that you want something else other than what the basic is, the office buildings, then we'll go after that. What is it? Apartment move-outs, restaurants, and hotels and motels. That's not standard unless you tell us to get that, okay? But typically we're not going after those, all right? What else we got going on? Routine meetings. I'm constantly training my people now. Every week we're reviewing, if not every other week, but we're reviewing these callers, checking behind them, listening to the callers for quality assurance. We're tweaking them, telling them, hey, you said this right here, maybe we should say that. So I'm practicing what I preach, y'all. I've been telling y'all to do this. This was something that I wasn't doing for a long time with my lead generation service, was just taking the time and train my people. Take the time to research your people, inspect your people, review your people. All right, so we've been doing that. What else we got? If you in Clean Biz Network, another change that's made is if you're a member with an active CRM account, we'll actually add the account straight to your calendar now. Okay, so that's something that we weren't doing in the past, especially unless you was a recurring lead generation subscription person. But now, if you buy one-time leads, we'll still do that for you. But that is also, we're testing that part. So I don't know if that part will last or not, but we are doing it right now. So you'll see on the application, it's going to ask you if you're a CBN member, so we can know if we can need to do that process with you, all right? But long story short, man, ain't nothing better than this. If you're trying to grow your cleaning company, this is the quickest way to get appointments fast. And then once you get those appointments, all you got to do is close the deal. So go check it out, cleanbizleads.com. I'm excited. You can drop y'all comments below. Let me know your feedback. Let me know your thoughts. And let me know what you need. I mean, if you got any more questions, if I didn't answer them in this video, but I will talk to y'all soon. I'm very excited. Make sure y'all read the fine print on the application before you purchase. It got all of the details of everything you might want to know about the service. Like I said, we've been doing this for years now. It ain't like it was something new that I just came up with. We've been doing this service actually right here is what launched Clean Biz Network in the very first place, okay? So I've seen other people try to duplicate this service. Nobody ends up staying around with it. Nobody can last. I've been the only one. Me and Clean Biz Network have been the only one that mastered this service, all right? So if you want bid appointments and you want them fast, check out queenbizleads.com. I'm out of here. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for subscribing, watching, and liking too as well. Thank y'all.